Do now, we've got our clay, and we've got it balled up. We've rolled out all the air pockets. So now what we're going to do is we want to start flattening it. Now there's two things I can do. I can start squeezing it with my hands like this to help start kind of rolling it, getting it flatter, starting to look like a wheel almost. It's still too thick though at this point. And I can tell if I hold it out like this, so if I just hold it like that, it's not bending at all. That means it's too thick. So, some things I can do, I can also kind of flip it like this and kind of hit it on my mat to make it a little bit flatter as well. You can see it's starting to get a little more flat. It's still staying a nice little circle shape. It's kind of almost like a little bit like a pancake. So, I can go through and do this. I'll go through and do this, and again, notice I'm not slapping it really hard. And look how it's getting thinner and thinner and thinner. I want to keep doing that. Again, it's still not really bending, so I can make it just a little bit thinner. And once I have it about the right size, the next step that I'm going to do, is I'm going to use my popsicle stick to start cutting out the shape of my fish. So, use my popsicle stick to start cutting out the shape of my fish. I'm going to make the shape of my fish now. And when I do that, when I cut it out, I'm going to have some extra. I'm still waiting for those who are still working. I have this extra now. Now I'm going to need to use this extra for things like the tail and the fin. Because right now I just have this fish body. And again, you're going to want to make sure you keep picking it up every now and then and flipping it over. Because if you just have it on one side and you just keep pushing it down on one side and not flipping it at all, then it's going to get stuck to your mat. So, before you add all the fins and the tails, make sure it's nice and loose. It's not stuck to your paper. And you can start using these scrap. You can make a little fin up top. You can use your scrap to make a fin on the bottom. You can use your scraps to make your tail. But what you'll need to do after you do that is you need to connect it to your body. You cannot just set it on there. You have to connect it. So use your fingers to kind of smooth it over. Use your fingers to smooth it together so it's stuck to your fish body. Use your fingers to smooth it together so it's stuck to your fish body. That's how you know it's stuck on. And then you have your fish body. If you still have extra clay, we'll take our clay and we're going to throw it in the ice cream bucket up front.